All right, what's going on, YouTube? I'm gonna show you one of my camping stoves. You've probably seen this. This is the Biolite 2.0. I've been using this for the last couple years. I don't remember if I've shown this one or not, but I want to show you some of my favorite accessories. So there is the grill attachment. Now, this is the original 1.0 version. So what I've seen on videos for the grill attachment is, they have like a tubular shape grill instead of this kind of stamped flat stainless. So I don't have the other one, so I don't know how good or bad it is compared to this. Now, since this is stainless, it's pretty tough, so I wash this, at least the top part of it. It's pretty easy to clean with steel wool and things like that. So I like it. I'm not sure if the other grate is better or worse than this because I don't have it. Maybe you can put comments on there if you have that. Let's see, next thing, of course I like the kettle pot or whatever this is, anyway, that will hold that inside. And what I use to carry this is this Italian gas mask bag. And the reason I like this is this entire container right here fits easily inside. Plus I can stuff more pellets or whatever I want on top of it. This thing's pretty long. This is about 14 inches long. This thing's only about 9, maybe 10 at the most. So there's extra room inside there. So if you take a look inside of these extra pockets, I just put more and more pellets in there. On the sides, this is normally where I carry some fat wood, my lighter, as well as like I'll have a fire striker or something like that. Just if this is the only thing I'm taking out, then I'll put Swedish fire and things like that. There's another pouch inside of there. This is great when I just want an easy way to carry this. It's got a shoulder strap, Velcro, all this extra room, blah blah blah. It's a nice setup for it. So that only cost me less than $5. And I got that from keepshooting.com. I think I bought 3 of them. I sold 2 of them that I didn't want on eBay, and I got my money back, like twice, plus shipping. Okay. The other stuff I like to use is, I like to use the pellets inside of here. So I'm using the Traeger signature. So this has the hickory, maple, and cherry. So this gives it a nice flavor. So once I light this and start heating stuff up, you get that nice flavor. Obviously, with this cooker, you can put twigs and whatever other wood you can find along the way, which is kind of cool. So you think, oh wow, gee, this thing's big, but I think for a long-term thing, like if you're thinking about a bug out bag, I think this is worth its weight. So this thing ends up being around 2 pounds when you get all these accessories with it, and try to stuff it in this, which seems like a lot if you're doing if you're a lightweight type of person. That's pretty heavy. Now if you're looking at long term, because you can use twigs and all this stuff wherever you're at, then it's not that big of a deal. If I'm going on a day hike, I really don't care. I don't look at ounces and stuff like that. I mean, you know, saving some weight is going to save me a little bit, but if I'm only going, let's say 3 to 10 miles on a hike, it's not that big of a deal, really. I mean, if I'm doing a through hike or some long, you know, place, you know, maybe it gets a little much. But, you know, if you're trying to think of survival and stuff, this is actually a pretty good setup. Now, you can also use this without the fan, you know, the powered fan and stuff like that. This thing will charge your phone and other stuff like that. Anyway, so let me see if I can get this thing started. Might be a little difficult since now I'm holding this as well as, so I'm gonna go cook some sausage for my son and myself for tonight and or tomorrow. So I'm using some fat wood. I like fat wood inside of there because it's pretty easy to start this. So let's see if this fan is gonna get this stuff to start up. Now I've got about 40 to 50% full on these pellets. I mean, I've put this almost all the way up to where the sensor is, and it's a little bit too much, I think, actually. Holy smokes. And maybe this is going out, so I better get that other fat wood down there. Yeah, so anyway, I've put it, you know, like 3/4 full, and it burns way too long more than I need. So let's see if this will do. Now, sometimes I also use these little bars that they gave us from Biolite. Now, the good thing with pellets is they last a long time. Downside is they're slightly more difficult to start. And did my sensor just, is my battery out? No, it's not. So why isn't it working? So now I've got on the lowest stage. So this should be enough to get this thing going. Now honestly, when I'm using regular wood and stuff like that, it seems to catch fire faster. I'm usually using something that's dry. I mean, if I'm getting twigs and stuff from the forest around, it will take a little bit longer to start this. But gosh darn it, come on, let's get going. I might have to use one of those starting bars to put in there and put this on fire. I mean, I've used this numerous times with the pellets, and just trying to get this to start sometimes takes a little bit long. Now I do have some embers down there, so this should be enough to get this going. So you can see in there, I do have some embers in there, and this thing I think will start. But anyway, I wanted to show you mainly, you got some good accessories you can find on eBay for, you know, I think if you're buying one of these, you probably get around $10 to $15. I found these on keep shooting, you know, like 3 of them. If you bought 3 of them, it was like $5, $4.99 a piece. I sold the surplus ones, and I still have this one, which looks like it was never used. It's a good carry thing. I can carry extra pellets in there and all that good stuff. Obviously it's not going to fit this grill attachment, but I just attach this to the outside of my pack if I'm going on a pack, or sometimes inside, just depending on what I'm taking with me along that time. And let's take a look. So I still have some embers in there, and I need to keep the dang fan going. So now I'm getting this. Holy smokes, it's making me mad. So now you can see, I got that fan going. Let's get these embers going. I'm gonna have to add some more stuff on there. Anyway, the main thing was I want to show you some of the stuff you can use with this. When you're using Traeger pellets, it gives you great flavor, just like any type of smoked or barbecue type of scenario. I've got the small grill, which is great. You know, it's not gonna fill, it's not gonna, you know, for a whole family when I've got, you know, like 5+ people, but it's great for my son, myself, my wife, and my mother-in-law. Just us 4 of us. It works great. I cook steaks and things like this on all the time. This is very portable, and that's why I like this. For some hardcore light, you know, people that like lightweight stuff, they may not like this very much. Whatever, everything to themselves, and you have a good day.